What's up, YouTube? Yelling Ads 101 coming at you. Right now, I'm in the makeshift game room slash storage area. We're doing a bit of remodel, and it's the only spot I've got to work. But what you can see down here is I have several Xbox 360 systems. And I've got a PlayStation 2 system and one that's kind of modded. I really like this case, but this one's hardware banned or something. Let me show you what it does when I turn it on here. Oh, and you can see I got a Dell server there just setting up. It's running 2 Rust maps at the moment. Let me show you what this system does. Got a high and low for the fan. So it comes on fine. But it won't read, it'll read games, but it thinks they're DVDs. So if I go into settings and try to update this thing, you'll see what happens. So we can go to wired connection. Yeah, I thought we was wired in. Guess not. But let me show you what it does with the game. Okay, I got Assassin's Creed. It says play DVD. Now look what happens. Play this for the next Xbox console. So the guy I got this off of modded it and said that it would play copied games. Well, I put it online and I think that was an issue. Now we just had this pop up. Temporary media. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this case over to this Xbox, clean this up, and use it over here. So let me get busy on that and I'll show you what that's like when it's done. Okay, this is problem number 2. Anybody that knows anything about Xbox 360, you can't just unplug these drives and put them in another system. They won't work. So if you've got mods of any kind, you got to switch the case. So I had to switch the bottom metal plate. So this right here obviously won't line up with that. I'm gonna have to take a Dremel and cut this out, which is right there. It won't be no big deal. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. And that's what she looks like cut out. Plenty of room. Not the best cut in the world, but we won't see it. Okay, and the second problem is I gotta cut this out because the one I'm using has this plus the HDMI, so I'm gonna get that done. Okay guys, now I've got the whole cut. Now I'm gonna put all this together. Alright guys, I've got everything converted over. I've got everything plugged in, but I haven't hit the power button yet. A couple things I had to do. One, this had like a 4-pin power PC connector, and the Xbox that I used, the board and everything that I used, only had the 3. So I had to rewire it and use the 3-pin plug down here instead of the 4-pin plug. I'm hoping I got it right. And this drive tray, man, this was a pain to get to work, but I think I got it. Everything seems to work. The button seems to work up front, and this is the high speed and low speed for the fans. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the power, see what happens. Alright, so far so good. Now let's see if our button works. Alright, which I still got this cover off. So what we're going to do, it ejects, we're going to throw Assassin's Creed in here and see if it will load up. Uh-oh. Unrecognized disc. That's kind of weird. This drive seems to be sticking. Let's try this again. Now, it did work earlier because I did try it. Interesting. I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, I'm going to tinker with it. I'll be right back. I put another disc in here. It's doing something. Something's a little off here, but I don't know what it is. The game looks like it's froze. Let me troubleshoot. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so apparently the other drive is defective, and the case or the housing of that drive will not fit this drive in here, and I don't want to go through the trouble of changing all the internals, so I just put the original drive back in it. It works. The only thing that I can't get it to do is recognize this controller, which I tried it on that 360 and it was fine. So I'm not sure what the issue is. I'm going to research that and get back with you guys. But see, it reads it. Anyways, back at it. Okay guys, here we are. I've done some work on the Xbox. I found out what was wrong with the controller not syncing. Let me turn this on and I'll show you what I found out. You see that? The controller syncs and everything works as it should. So the problem was, let me grab this old system here and show you. So the problem was, is this board right here. All it does is it plugs in right there. This board come out of that Xbox. It's got the power button on it. It tells you what controller's plugged in and all that stuff. And all I done was took this old Xbox here, took the front board off of it, put it into this Xbox, and it worked great. So, but we're not done with this Xbox yet. It's going to get it wet, sand it all down, give it a nice paint job, and put it back together, and we should have a cool looking gaming system. It's just something to do. I get bored, and I need a hobby. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, the moment you've been waiting for. Like I said, I took this case outside and done a little bit of work to it. Put a little paint job on it. So it's... Alright, let me show you what I got here. Now to make it not so boring to play. Anyways, just something to do, guys. Keep myself busy. Got an old system. Don't be afraid to turn into it and do something different with it. And with that, we'll see you.